I neglect my children, I'm anti-LGBTQIA+, I'm a Nazi, apparently I'm still considered to be a member of the KKK, I am unemployed, I groomed my wife.
I had to Google your ass just to figure out a 5 in 5 Sigma main beats his kids.
Recently, we went through Gamin4Hope's controversy and how he was getting cooked by the internet. Because Gamin4Hope, for most of his online career, has faced some of the worst criticism online. Most of it he brought on himself. But the question is it deserved? I know some of you are already jumping in the comments to give your own answers. But before we do that, let's just go through the reasons why the internet hates Gamin4Hope.
Because this guy's whoever it is not going to stop me from creating content. But you tell me that you're on your way to my house and you'll be here in 40 minutes with a gift, and I take you seriously. Pretty sure we already know who you are. Police are on their way. I'd love for you to show up with your gift. I dare you.
What did Gamin4Hope do? I recently found a YouTube account called Kindude who has a bunch of videos on him, specifically the bingo vids. I'm wondering what he's done to get so much hate, apart from the messy hate. Terrible player who is completely unable to learn how to improve and will always be dog shit and doesn't deserve even a fraction of the attention he's gotten from a bunch of pros and high-level streamers. He doesn't incorporate their advice and their coaching falls on deaf ears. At this point, it is brand to get all this coaching and still be bad. Similar to that one skinny guy on IG and TikTok that is constantly in the gym but never puts on muscle. Gamin4Hope is literally the Patrick Star plank nailed on forehead meme. People just hate on him because he's probably easy to rage bait. He also has some views that probably don't align with the majority of people, like how his anti-LGBTQ had some Nazi salutes that he tried to defend in one of his videos that stretched a little too far, in my opinion. He's also incapable of taking information that he gained from pros like Apply that gave good insights on what he should do to get better, but hasn't took any of it in and just sits there, spam avoids his teammates and blames everything on his teammates, especially Messi players, even though he's been running it like all game.
And I really hope Gamin4Hope or Hope for Game, what the fuck his name is, watches this and tries to respond, because it is ridiculous, bro. I don't know how you think this isn't your fault. It is unacceptable. If you want to go pro, you need to be more realistic with yourself, bro. You're not going pro with this attitude. You can't win in bronze. How are you going to win in OWCS?
Watched Apply's video and went down the rabbit hole. Here's what I found for posterity's sake. 29-year-old, stuck in Platts, but has barely eked into Diamond currently. Has wanted to go pro for years, but never tried. A year later, he has not improved much and does not devote much time to playing during the week. Very Christian, lives with his in-laws, always begging for money to get out of debt. Uploads frequently on YouTube, but all with low views. Apparently his TikToks do okay though. Based on the ages of his family, it seems like at 23, he knocked up his wife, who was just turning 17. Decided to try content creating full-time by using their savings. Ran that out without making it, so got a real entry-level job. Wife is a stay-at-home mom. Homophobic, but blames it on his religion. Some drama about a screenshot with him sig-hailing turned out to be nothing. Interweaves his content with a lot of self-help stuff, but also constantly admitting he's wrong about stuff, but still having no reflection that he isn't a person who should be telling other people how to live their life. A lot of Fox positivity, very passive-aggressive, and comes off as weird and inauthentic. Quit Overwatch for Rivals, then came back after 2 weeks. Classic. Pretty good video editor, but very unoriginal style and content. But a botted account, then acts surprised when he plays bronze on it after smurfing all his placements. Not to be a Gamin4Hope defender. I'm gonna proceed to be a Gamin4Hope defender. But that's just a bit disingenuous. The people getting banned were attention seekers, deliberately changing their profile pictures to LGBT icons and then proceeding to join and harass the server with spam to try and get a reaction. I don't think he's necessarily a great guy, but all these bums who are overplaying the joke and doing all this stuff are infinitely more cringe. I swear, half of the people here are exaggerating. I've been aware of him for a while now, though I'm not an active viewer of his, but the bit I watch of him, I got to know a few things about the dude. First, he has said in the past that he's able to afford to be a full-time creator. I think because he's living with his in-laws or something along those lines. I think the reason his emergency fund was drained was because his car got totaled and he had to pay for a new car. Second, all the stuff that has been spread about him being a Nazi is false. worse, that screenshot was taken out of context from one of his videos. He had a person dox him and spread misinformation about him, and even found his family's members' information, and is still under investigation by the feds, I'm pretty sure. The guy did seem like a cool dude overall, but a stream of his I watched one day kind of felt like he let his mask slip. For whatever reason, he was just straight up being a shithead to his teammates for the simplest things, being passive aggressive and all. This was weird because I have never seen him act like this. Maybe this could have been connected to the doxing thing, who knows? But this left a bad taste in my mouth, and ever since then I've completely stopped turning into a stream. Edit. I don't think this guy neglects his kids and wife. His streams were really short, too short for him to even become a pro player. Like, I'm pretty sure he spends time with his family when he's not streaming, right? I watched him for a few months now. This comment is probably the most correct. His wife supports him and helps mod his chat. I don't think it's fair to call him a bad husband or dad. He's not a bad fellow, he's just not that great of a player and constantly blames his teammate, just like most players talking plat. For his religion position, not too sure about it. If he's sig hailing, then fuck him sideways with a wire brush. Nigga, what the fuck does that mean?
Okay, he's got charge punch. Okay. Alright, so he farmed charge punch.
We just need to back out here, buddy. Yeah, you're just
He's not going pro.
dead.
Alright. So right now, he is basically doing nothing. What I would like from him here is to try to set something up here though. You know, he's letting it happen. It's like someone's trying to fuck him and he's laying down and is like, yeah, fuck me. But you have to do something here. Just because your team died or one died or someone taking damage doesn't mean you necessarily reset and back up. He turned around and looked around and he was like, yeah, buddy, we gotta back up here. But why not try to make a play here? Go for a trade. Like, look, what is this sequence here where he's looking at his team? He is checking to see what his team is doing. But why? Why? Do what you want to do. Also, why are we even holding here? Who the fuck holds here?
Who is Gamin4Hope? Been out of touch with anything revolving around competitive Overwatch scene for about 2 years now. Been getting back into everything with the recent update. And my YouTube feed is bombarded by people flaming this dude. Who is Gamin4Hope? I have never heard of this guy, and I'm curious why it appears that everyone hates his guts. Any insight would be appreciated. A guy who shaved his beard and now looks like a piece of chewed gum. Lord Cow that shaved his beard because God told him to. That quit his day job and plunged his wife and 3 children into debt at the age of 28 to pursue OWCS whilst being a hardstock platinum Zarya one-trick pony, dedicating 2 hours a week to the game for improvements so he can participate in the OWCS in his next life, cause he sure as shit ain't doing it in this one. Best part is he's being coached by a Zionist and is openly anti-LGBTQ, and a year on he's still platinum tank. Based on a slight bit of research, it sounds like some streamer or YouTuber who's got a serious case of man-child syndrome. Personally, I don't think this guy has any expectation of making it pro in Overwatch. I believe he's just farming content, taking coaching from other popular content creator slash YouTuber slash streamer to boost his viewership. He is just farming his goal of making it as a professional Overwatch player. His real intention are probably just to make it big as a YouTuber slash streamer. Just my take though. Can someone give me a TLDR on Gamin4Hope? I guess he's a content creator, never heard of him, but what did he do? Why is everyone talking about him? All I've gathered so far is that he's trying to become a pro player. I'm no expert. He's one of those like false positivity guys. His whole thing is 1, he's a Christian. 2, if you put your mind to something, you can achieve it. He's mid at the game, but he says he plans to play in OWCS and documents that journey. He's also chuddy about the LGBTQ issues. He's not the devil by any means, but obviously cringe and shitty for the LGBTQ+ and the community has begun to just mill him as a local. False positivity, but still blames his teammates every chance he gets. Laughable. How come it seems everyone who preaches focus on yourself, hold yourself accountable, blames teammates more than the average Joe? Apparently, Gamin4Hope says he was a top high-rank Pathfinder player in Apex. This is clearly not true. Has anyone looked into this?
Cat Bane, I'm scared. Come hold me.
I've got a whole other team I'm dealing with over here.
Okay, I got grapple. I'm gonna leave. Sorry, Kevin.
I'm just gonna hide in this corner.
Ow! Ow! No.
Hey, don't walk into those. Not a good idea.
Okay, I'm over it. I'm losing a 1v1 to a fence.
So as you can see, the whole internet seems to be cooking this man for various reasons. So can you all tell me in the comments, is any of this justified? Don't forget to like and subscribe.